God. Okay, very warm welcome to today's coaching webinar.
Yo!
So this is me, and this is mini me.
Jay.
JR is in the house, my son. So of course we just got back from a absolutely amazing trip to Egypt. 10 days. I was there for 10 days. Jay with my sister and brother-in-law Kaushik and Rash were on the webinar as well. Were there for a week with us, and yeah, just crazy good.
Awesome trip, man. Crazy good.
So anyway, let me say a few hellos. Ali Johnny Petterson from Norway, Rashmi and Kaushik from Twickenham in the UK, South London, also Middlesex Way. Okay, we got Laurie Kovalik from Linwood in Washington and DC. Wow, awesome. Okay, Sweden is in the house. Nell Kjellson. We got Mindigus Yoga from Northampton. We got Jan Better Noy. We got Carl Gilmore from San Diego. Dr.
In the
Carl.
house!
Dr. Carl, man. Dr. Carl. Dr. Carl, get ready to give me an adjustment next week, man. Okay. He's a chiropractor. Nice having good friends like that. We've got Singapore, flying Singapore. One, Denise. Oh, Denise is in the house. Singapore, man. 4 o'clock in the morning. Congratulations. Adrian is in Northampton. And we've got Irina from Dublin in Ireland. Welcome. Wow. A lot of people jumping on. Great to see you all. If you haven't said hello, say quick because I'm going to start talking. I'm going to do a screen share, talk about a few things, get Jay to say a few things. Okay, super. Right. Okay. Right. So actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to do something which is showing my holiday pictures. You want to see my holiday pictures? Really? Do you want to see our holiday pictures? We're not bothered. What do you think? You see holiday pictures? Anyone? So I'm obviously going to talk about stuff while I show you the holiday pictures as well. I'm not just going to show you the holiday pictures. Okay.
Not yet. What?
Adrian doesn't want to see the. They don't want to see the holiday pictures. Adrian, you don't want to see how can you break my heart, man? Damn. Okay, I'm going to show you the holiday pictures anyway, because obviously that's the whole point. Okay. Let's see. Oh. Close chat. Okay. Let me just see something. Oh, blimey, it doesn't look like you want to see the holiday pictures. Guys, that's not good. Okay. Anyway. So, right. I'm not just going to show you the holiday pictures, for God's sake. I'm going to actually talk a little bit about this incredible trip we just had to Egypt. So obviously that's so this was an amazing trip. So very special because I took my sister there as well because it was her 50th birthday in November. So this was actually a gift for my sister. And it was just incredible. It was like a dream come true, in fact, to do this trip. And here we are at the pyramids, actually. And you see the picture, boom, of the Hard Rock t-shirts. Yeah. So that was a really cool touch that we did. But I mean, like, okay, let me just go down a little bit. But yeah, this is my favorite picture. Check this out. Who likes that? The Sphinx with some Ray-Bans on. Okay, so yeah. So, but the main reason I wanted to invite Jay to on the call was really just to share with you really his experience of the trip. So, Jay, I mean, obviously you did some dream trips before, right?
Yeah, I've been on quite a few, to say the least. I've been blessed to have been shown this concept by my mentor, my father, my dad. And this trip was amazing. It's definitely up there with as one of the best trips I've ever been on in my entire life. And I've been on quite a few majorly good ones. The best thing about a dream trip for me, I'm 19 years old. I have seen so many places, but with this, I still travel on trips that aren't dream trips, and it's just so much different. So the experience compared to any other trip is crazy. The community, the sense of family. I speak to people that I would never speak to if I went away anywhere else that wasn't a dream trip. Like I made friends from the US, from New York, from Connecticut. I made friends from Romania, Bucharest, from Ukraine, from Russia. And it's absolutely crazy how many different people you get to speak to and how many friends you can make from all over the globe. So I'd definitely say you should be here.
And you like the parties a little bit, don't you, son?
I'm one for the parties. I'll have to say that. Yes, yeah, I do like partying.
Talking about
work hard, play hard.
Yeah, yeah. So like, I think after a couple of days, I hardly ever saw him. Like, and that's you made a great number of friends, which is fantastic. I mean, like, happy days. So yeah, just wanted you to hear from Jay himself. I mean, he's just absolutely loving it. And now he's engaging on the business as well. So watch this space. It's Aria ×2.
That's it.
Well,
hit it hard.
My sister as well. Yeah. Okay,
×3.
Yeah, I'm a brother. So there we go. It's family business, man. Okay, right. So that's pretty much it. I mean, like, I won't really bore you with my pictures. I was just joking. Okay. So anyway, mate. So you're welcome to shoot off, mate.
Okay.
Just gone down to the gym now, so there we go.
Got to grind out. See you later.
Okay. So, oh, blimey. What's that? That's a reflection of a dressing gown, but there we go. All is cool. So anyway, guys, yeah, this was an incredible trip. I've talked a little bit about, the trip, because, there was 900 people on this mega dream trip, and there were 700 people on the mega dream trip. I mean, the rock star. So the first was the mega, and then there was the rock star. So 700 people actually qualified to be on the mega rock star trip. That is crazy, right? So people who got like 4 personals within like that promotion period. So now obviously you have the opportunity to qualify for the mega rockstar in Croatia, which is obviously it's a 3-night trip before the mega dream trip, right, in Croatia. So if you get 4 personals like within the qualification period, details in the back office, and you can also be on a mega rockstar. And a mega rockstar is just like all leader. Like there's so many leaders on that trip. It's incredible. So definitely worth doing that. Okay. Now, so the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is obviously, like I had a lot of people come to me, over the last few days, and obviously they're asking, like, what do you do? How do you get success in the business? And that kind of stuff, which obviously I always get asked that, when I meet people within the business, either on the trips or the events, etc. And sometimes, like, it feels like people are asking for, some kind of secret or some kind of magic pill, or, like something that like they don't already know about what they need to do, right? And it's just so simple, guys, right? I think that sometimes people overcomplicate what we do, overcomplicate our business, and and then it sort of it nulls them into, or numbs them into, like doing nothing, right? Okay, so this is it. I mean, for me, it's as simple as that. Pay attention, get excited, never quit. So the pay attention part is like, be looking for the right type of people, right? Sort through the right type of people, okay? Have your radar up. I mean, like yesterday, when I got back to the UK, I'll just give you an example of like the kind of thing you can do almost every day, really. I had a car pick me up from Heathrow to bring me back to Crawley, And, you know, of course, I've like been away for 10 days. You know, I've been traveling. Yesterday, like I left the resort at 7 o'clock in the morning and got home at like 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, because I had a 7 hour layover in Cairo. But essentially, you know, I'm tired, right? And, you know, I'm just got in the car. I'm sat in the back of this Mercedes E-Class. And, you know, the driver started asking me questions. Oh, you know, where have you been? Blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, I start asking, you know, how long you been driving? You know, do you like it? What did you do before? Just asking him, do you have family? I formed him, basically. And I told him my story. And then he said, wow, he said, is it too late to start? Right? After the conversation. And I'm like, not at all. It's really like just the beginning. And, you know, if you're hungry, you know, for more in your life, then I can show you. He said, yeah, definitely, right? So this is how the conversation went. And then basically I said, okay, when we get to my house, I'll, you know, we'll connect on Facebook and WhatsApp. And I'll send you a link on WhatsApp that, like, if you can have a look at it by tomorrow and just tell me if you like the idea or not. That's how the conversation went, right? And basically, today he sent me a message saying, I've had a look and I've watched the webinar. It seems very interesting. So I said, okay, are you available on Saturday to come over to my house for a coffee? Because he's just in Crawley, right? And he said, yeah, that should be cool. I'll confirm it tonight, right? So it's just, this is the kind of thing you do on a regular basis. Just speak, have conversations with people, make friends with people. You know, obviously, once you've gone through your warm contacts, and the only reason why you wouldn't show your contacts is that you're deciding for them in advance. So, like, basically, you're deciding for them whether they're going to like it or not. Interestingly enough, I had a conversation with a guy the other day over a drink at the resort, and the guy had been, so he'd been on this trip, and then he'd also been to Barcelona for a big event. And, you know, he was telling me like, you know, like some of the objections that he thinks he's going to get from his friends. And I said to him, so the words that I said to him is that, see, the reason why you're not contacting them or why you're not showing them is that actually the objections that are not objections from your friends, they're objections that are in your mind. So they're your own objections. So, you know, one of the reasons is not just prejudging people, but it's actually you think in your mind that they're going to say, oh, they don't have enough time, or they don't have enough money, or they got too much money, or they got too much time, or they're too old, or they're too young, the house is too big, or, you know, they're not going to be interested, they're going to think it's a pyramid, or, you know, whatever, right? So actually, all these objections are actually in your own mind, right? So you're creating these objections for people before you've even shown them. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, just so I know that you're listening to me, please type in yes. Just type in yes, so I know that you got that, right? Okay. And this is, so these limiting factors that you create, right? Okay, are in your own mind. These are the barriers that you create for actually just doing what you're meant to be doing, right? Okay. Because all we do is just share the idea and let people decide whether they like to travel, have fun, and make money, and possibly do everything. Does that make sense? And then go on to these unbelievable trips like what I've just returned from. Yeah? Okay. That's all we do. And then if you're brand new or you haven't had much success, so actually this evening I did a call for Jay. So, you know, he showed his friend the video, and this friend had some questions. And literally, like, you know, I told Jay, look, just tell him a little bit about me, and just edify Ben back, his friend, and then put me on the phone and I will speak with him. And, you know, the conversation was 5 minutes. The guy was sharp. He said, I'm looking for something. And, you know, I said, right, you ready to get started? I said, are you in a position, he's a young guy, to pay the £120 to get started, or $150? And he said, yes. And I said, you have a Visa or MasterCard? He said, yeah, I've got a debit card. Cool. So you're ready to actually sign up now? We can put you on the system. And he said, well, you know, is it possible I can come and see you, come to your house? And I said, yeah, cool, when? So he's going to come on Saturday after work because Jay's working. And Jay will bring him over, we'll get him signed up, and then we will actually do a fast start training as well with him. And because I asked him, like, you know, like, I'm looking for serious people that are going to, like, sort of follow instruction and are coachable. And he said, no, I'm definitely, he was very keen. So I said, my goal will be to work with you in the next 6 weeks, next 8 weeks to get your money back. Okay. So, you know, it's all we do is just show people. And see, one of the things I taught Jay quite a while back, so, like, you know, quite a few months ago, when he tried to speak to some of his friends, and his friends were very negative because he's young, right? His friends were very negative, and then he got a bit downhearted. And I said to him, look, son, I said, the minute you start worrying about your broke friends, right? And I said, if you think of what you've accomplished within the last year, and he's accomplished an incredible amount within the last year, and I said, you're taking the opinions and you're feeling bad about what these kids, like, who, you know, going to the club every week, going out, drinking, you know. I mean, of course, he goes out and parties sometimes, but, you know, he's being very careful with his money, and, you know, he's very ambitious. He wants to do something more. And I said, these guys don't want to do anything. They ridicule you, and you are worried. You get upset about that. I said, man, you know what? These people will be nowhere when you need them, right? Okay. So I said, doesn't matter what they say, just don't worry about it. I said, you got to just forge your future. You know, like, fortunately, he's seen me have my freedom for the last 11 years, and he gets it. You know, that's what he wants. Truly, that's what he wants. So, like, but the minute you stop worrying about what people think, which is actually, like, one of the biggest barriers for you not to contact people, okay, then, man, like, that's when everything will change for you, right? Okay, because you just got to accept the fact that, like, more people will say no than yes. If you show 10 people, you know what? 2 or 3 people will have a look. 7 won't have a look. 7 won't respond to your text. 7 people won't pick the phone up. Yeah, 7 people won't come back to you, right? It's just normal, right? Doesn't matter, right? We're not looking for those people. We're looking for the ones who are ready. You know, and then obviously when people even have a look at it, majority of them will say no. It's fine. If you show 20 people, you know, 4 people will join. If you're doing the right way, the right type of people, 16 will say no. It doesn't matter. It's just timing, right? Okay, so you just have to keep staying consistent, staying persistent, staying excited, staying enthusiastic, not getting downhearted. That's what you got to do. That's what it takes to get success in this business, right? And if you do it for long enough to reach your goals and your dreams, and then you can be in a position like, you know, most of the leaders, RMDs and above, do this full time. They are traveling every 2-3 months. They'll do a trip, okay, and, you know, they just live a life, just an incredible lifestyle. When you get to the higher levels, IMD, like myself and Peter and the other IMDs and the, you know, the top income earners, you're literally traveling a couple of times a month, and, you know, it's just an incredible life, right? Helping a lot of people do the same. But the thing is, initially, if you're not there, you got to lay the foundation of your business. I mean, like, you know, doesn't matter where you are. Go qualify for the Rockstar trip. Go sign up for people, right? Okay. There's going to be Rockstar trips, obviously, literally all over the world. America, like Caribbean, Mexico, Bali, you know, Croatia, etc. So go qualify for a Rockstar trip. Get yourself for a Rockstar trip. Have an incredible experience, right? So this is what I would sort of say to you. And obviously, the last thing is the never quit thing. But see, the thing is, never quit is not just never quit World Ventures or never quit Dream Shares, but it's like never quit working, right? Never quit taking action. Take action every day, right? Okay. I mean, if I don't have like 3 or 4 conversations, like every single day, you know, like then I mean, like it's either I'm sleeping or I'm like on vacation. So like when I'm on holiday, you know, I tend to like go to the spa a lot. Okay, that's what I do. But you know, just you can have 3 or 4 conversations in less than 30 minutes a day. But the thing is, it's no point in doing it for a few days. You do it every day, every week, every year until you reach your goals, until you reach your dreams, until you reach where you want to be, until you created that residual income you want, which is going to give you the time and the freedom and the money and everything that you want to live the dream life. So it's about staying consistent, right? Show people what we have, okay, invite them, show them what we have, get them to speak to an expert who will close them for you. That's the system. It ain't difficult, okay? Do you agree? Yes? Okay. Cool, guys. Yeah, it's simple, you know, it's simple, right? Okay. But it's simple to do and it's simple not to do. It's simple to make excuses. It's simple to get distracted, you know, all these things. So you just got to stay consistent with it. Okay. Right, guys. Anyway, I am going to call it a night tonight. I'm absolutely shattered after 10 days. And then I'm next Monday, I will leave for America for another 10 days. So there'll be no webinar next week. But the following week after United, when I get back, I will, hang on a second. I'm actually flying back on the Thursday. Arriving back. Yeah, I arrive back on the Thursday. So I will let you know if it's most likely that I will not do a webinar because I'll be like exhausted. So it's probably going to be 2 weeks time that I do the next one. So anyway, with that, I say thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed today's webinar, and I will see you in 2 weeks time, unless I put out next, you know, the following week that I'm doing it. Okay, guys, thank you very much. All the very best. Ciao.